It's the end of the month, the start of a new year, and of course, we are starting it off with the Isle Evrima devblog. Today I'm telling you everything you need to know about this brand new development update in everything that we can talk about really here, because it is still quite a small update. Timestamps and everything are on the screen now, but other than that, if you are new, feel free to subscribe, but let's dive right into it. Starting things off with everything that everybody wants to hear about, and that is dinosaurs. Of course, this is a dinosaur game, and we didn't even get a new playable dinosaur in 2022, so let's talk about it for 2023, and perhaps we have some information to share there. Well, conveniently, we kind of don't. Anyway, so let's talk about the concept art first. Now, this is concept art that I've broken down in previous videos. One about Rugops, the other one about Acrocanthosaurus, and this is just some extra information about those dinosaurs. Firstly, with Rugops, it is agile but cannot launch itself forward as fast as Carnotaurus, so it won't be as fast as Carnotaurus. It relies on its ability to outmaneuver predators or stealthily approach prey. Now, this could be tied to the fact that in the concept art it was kind of hiding in a bush. That could be its ability, some kind of stealthy sneaking ability, and its home will be in the dense areas of the map, or mainly the jungle. For Acrocanthosaurus, it will have a chokehold ability, allowing it to topple its foes and smother targets with its bite and body weight. Acro will be slow and steady in terms of its hunting style, but obviously it will pack a punch. It will also indulge in symbiotic self-care with the tiny creatures of the Isle, which is pretty cool. Other news regarding dinosaurs, we have animation and sound design. Firstly, let's talk about animation, which comes from Mikey. Ceratosaurus and Gallimimus are the main focuses here, and they've had new stuff added to their animation sets. Now let's talk about Gallimimus first. Firstly, its knockdowns. The dinosaur will flail a bit on impact, and plus the Gallimimus will use its powerful legs to try and shake its enemies off of it, rather than trying to bite them like other dinosaurs do. Gallimimus's wallowing animation will also consist of it trying to stay alert, occasionally peering up to see if there's any carnivores or enemies stalking it, and so it's ensuring there are no predators nearby. The difference here when it comes to Ceratosaurus is that its wallowing animation is quite brutish. It doesn't care, it's lazy, and of course it is slower. It doesn't need to look around for prey or any people hunting it, because it's quite an aggressive dinosaur. Additionally, the pinned animation for Ceratosaurus will show its aggressive nature as well, which is pretty cool. And for sound design, we have some stuff regarding Beipiaosaurus. All of the vocalizations for Beipiaosaurus are at a minimum designed for the adult stage, some of which are implemented into the game. Beipi has been apparently a challenge to give a voice to, but it seems they are going for an angry goose style here, which is actually pretty nice. Now, a lot of work is going into Beipi, and maybe we could see its sound design done by the end of January, and maybe we could probably see the dinosaur pushed out a little bit more. That would be really cool to see, and personally I'll be very excited to see that. What do you guys think about this dinosaur news? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Now, of course, humans were just released into the game alongside Update 6, and obviously it's been quite fun for those who've played them, and quite boring considering they've been the same way they were last year. However, the developers did share some information about humans now, what's changed since last year to their release, and of course, what we can expect in the near future, or the not so distant future, for humans in the Isle. So, let's go over this. The new stuff that were included when humans were implemented in Update 6 included new clothes, camera and movement improvements for situations like going prone, flashlight having a wider cone of light as well. The presence of humans is now permanent in the game, however, you cannot play them on the official servers, only on community servers that have enabled them. Of course, as humans get more and more fleshed out, they'll probably end up being on official servers eventually. Now, in the not so distant future, humans will get these things, mainly weapons, starting with melee weapons. At first, these will include stuff like knives, sledgehammers, and crowbars. And that's pretty much everything to do with humans that we know about so far. Yeah, it's not that much. However, let me know your thoughts about this stuff, because do you enjoy the humans so far, or do you think it was a wasted addition in the update? I want to know what your thoughts are, considering now we've had a little bit of time to play Update 6. A lot of you guys always ask about performance stuff, and so we finally have something performance-wise to talk about from this devblog, and it comes from a comment from Hypno, which says this: performance has been a big factor for this update. We recognize that previous versions of Evirma have been struggling in this regard, and so there will be continued effort to improve this even further. I hope you will notice the improvements for this update, and that it will be the start of many more improvements to come for the game's optimization. Now, they didn't really talk about the optimizations that did take place in update 6. That wasn't mentioned. It was just this comment, and I do want to know what you guys' thoughts are. Have you noticed a change in terms of optimization from update 5 to update 6? I still felt like I was getting big frame drops in some areas, and that's very interesting because in the time since update 5 and update 6, I've upgraded my computer completely. So I want to know, have you guys noticed any optimization changes from update 5 to update 6? And were they good or were they for the worst? I want to know your thoughts on that one. Leave them in the comments. And to end this rather small devblog is the closing comments from Kiss and Kitten, and I'm just going to go over them. So I've already talked about humans in this video, so I'm not going to go over the closing comments regarding humans because they were in the humans section. However, we have a note regarding the release of update 6. And that was, the team worked hard to ensure the first iteration of Gore would set the foundations for the tone of the game as a whole and give us some more diet flexibility. There may be other further changes to the Gore visuals as time goes on, and maybe some more interactions as well. So spend some time ripping each other open and see what comes out. Additionally, there were some comments regarding future dinosaurs. Additional dinosaurs will still be rolling in since their foundational mechanics are broadly set as a whole, and that's what's being needed to allow us to focus on inserting more playables. Dinosaur foundations being set frees up resources that can be spent on the long-awaited Gen 2s. And then on a final note, they said this year has somehow been long and swift all at the same time, full of many rapid changes, uphill battles, team expansion, etc. So winter break was right on time. As an added bonus, we'll be granting access to the latest snapshot of Gateway to the stress testers and allowing them to stream it as it exists in Unreal Engine 4. I wasn't able to check out the Gateway map, however, I believe it actually is going to be back up for the stress testers soon, and so if it is back up probably tomorrow when I do my normal stream, I'll do it on the Isle, and I want to showcase that because I'm very excited to showcase that map. I was just very busy on Friday. I wasn't actually able to get onto the test. So yeah, that is that regarding this latest The Isle devlog. Not too much in this one considering it was the end of the year and the end of the year recap. Maybe they're trying to just lower the tone in these development updates to not anger the audience. I'm not too sure. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments down below. I'd love to know what you think about all of this, the Isle Evrima news. If you guys are excited for the future content, sometime in the near future, I'll be talking about a video that goes over what I think is coming to the Isle Evrima in 2023, as well as one for you Path of Titans fans out there. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.